This is Steve, the studio for equation visualization and exploration, done almost exclusively with codex over the last few months, with many new features added in the last week with GPT 5.6 Sol. Steve is both a 3D graphing program and a complex 3D scene renderer, which is a combination I haven't seen. The purpose is to give teachers and researchers a full suite of tools to make mathematics beautiful. So let's dive in. I'll start with the graph of x squared minus y squared, a standard saddle shape. Let's also add some z contours. To see this a little better, I can turn off the xy grid in the axes. Now let's change the equation to x squared plus y squared, a paraboloid. You can see the shadows it casts if I turn on the ground plane. Now let's add a few more surfaces. First, I'll add a parametrically defined surface whose x, y, and z coordinates are functions of u and v. This is just a torus. Let's also add an implicit surface. This one's defined by an equation in x, y, and z, a simple sphere. Now I'll change the sphere to tinted glass, make the torus a reflective chrome, and add some reflections to the ground plane as well. You can activate a nice turntable animation. Notice how the reflections in the torus and the refractions in the sphere change as the camera moves. Like any good renderer, you have a lot of control over lighting. For example, you can add up to 5 point light sources and drag those around. You can also add a parametrically defined curve, pin the light to the curve at a specific parameter, and then animate it. These are all features added with GPT 5.6 Sol. One more nice thing that GPT 5.6 Sol was instrumental with is creating curves as intersections between surfaces. For example, if I drag the sphere so it overlaps with the torus, I can create an intersection curve object by clicking each. That's about all I have time for. Steve has many more features. For example, you can export high-resolution graphics for publications. You can export surfaces as STL files for 3D printing. And you can do other kinds of animations. I do hope you'll play around with Steve and make some beautiful mathematics with it.